Time for another episode where I fix one of my broken props. This is my 2022 Bog Zombie from Spirit Halloween, one of the many animatronics that I own which have some issue of some sort. If you like watching videos where people fix props or you enjoy learning how to fix props, this video may be perfect for you. Welcome back to Halloweird, where Halloween is everywhere, and in this style of video I made many, or only a couple actually so far, where I just fix one of my broken animatronics. It may have a mechanical issue or a cosmetic issue. In this case, Bog Zombie has a mechanical issue. I will show you in a second, but yeah, so without any further ado, let's get into fixing this animatronic. As you can see, he doesn't move. Typically, they of course have this slow twitching motion or just kind of roundabout motion, and he doesn't do it. He still has his eyes light up and mouth move, voice works just fine, but he doesn't physically move. I don't want to keep it on for too long without it working, but pretty much my assumption is just that it is the simple fix of a broken belt. Spirit Halloween has all of these belts that never work properly, so it's odds are just a broken belt. In order for me to actually figure out, I need to strip him down all the way to the core to get down into underneath this right here. So that, as you can see, is the gearbox. And under it, typically, if I can get to it, that piece right there is the cover for the belt. Whoa, that's out of focus. It's typically the cover for the belt. In this case, I assume it's just broken, so we need to strip him down all the way to get to this physical motor, and then from there, unscrew what's underneath it and get into the belt. All right, with everything a little bit more exposed, I can physically see the motor. So this is the motor. It's very similar to the twitching banshee, twitching clown, pumpkin patch prowler, although the only difference is the gears turn a lot slower, obviously making it a lot slower of a motion, because the Bog Zombie kind of turns very slowly, as for the twitching banshee and Bog Zombie, all of those to turn a lot more aggressively. Obviously, this isn't the exact same motor. It is a little bit different because the twitching ones do kind of they twitch, right? They don't just go in a smooth motion. They kind of go a little bit, stop, go a little bit, stop. So it's a little bit of a different motor, but in the grand scheme of things, this is very similar to those twitching animatronics. Although that's of course not important today, as we are trying to fix this one specifically, and my assumption is it is right there. If that is the case, it is a really easy fix. Hopefully that's all that's wrong with it. I really don't see how it could be any other issue other than a broken gear, but because of how slow and smooth this animatronic moves, I really don't see how a gear could possibly strip or crack or break or anything. Without any further ado, I need to take off that cover. Now I need to take this cover off. If you've seen my channel before, you know that I had this guy up and running last year, and I did an unboxing of him and I did a couple videos with him, but he still seems to have broken his belt. So I have already gotten into here before. I've already replaced his belt, and I just assumed that it ripped again. But I do remember putting on a belt that was not strong. It was like on its last stretch. So in this case, I still don't have an O-ring strong enough, but I do have something a lot thicker that will work for at least a lot longer of a time. So let me just get into this box. It is not easy having a screwdriver that isn't the right size. All right, I'm on the last little bit. I can just get it. Did it pop off yet? No, okay. There we go. Moment of truth. Let's see. Yep, or even, oh yeah, there it is. Broken belt. A lot of these animatronics have the same thing. And this is my belt from last year. Spirit Halloween has belts that are pretty much the exact same durability. This stuff happens constantly, so if you're not if you don't take care of your props and they're not working, trust me, check this. And it's an easy fix too. You just gotta unscrew the cover. The hardest part was just stripping them down to the core. That was literally it. So let's go get a new belt. All right, so I said I wouldn't grab something that's the same, but I seriously don't have much that would work. The only thing that I really do have is this right here. It is thicker, as you can see. It doesn't really want to focus, but it's very similar, but it's a lot thicker. So I'm not expecting this to be a permanent fix. I mean, again, it literally is just 2 screws, so I can take it apart really anytime I want. The time that I have an O-ring, or whenever I make time to go get an O-ring, that's when I'll replace it again. But for now, I don't see this breaking anytime soon, and if it does, I'll just go get an O-ring and I'll stop using fake stuff, because I don't want stuff to keep breaking, right? So let's see if this works. All right, I just need to wrap it around that. Yeah, that seems pretty good. All right, let me just screw this back together. All right, so I just completed the belt portion. I put the belt on. I need to get somewhat more down to your level. You're still way taller than me now. I just put on the new belt, screwed it together. I'm confident that it's gonna work. Only thing I need to do now is just build him back up together and turn him on and just show you guys if he works or not, because I don't even know if it works. I just assume that the belt was the only issue because it's the only thing that I physically saw that was broken. So without any further ado, let's build the rest of them and turn them on. All right. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. All right, and just like that, we have a working Bog Zombie again. As expected, it is just a very common issue with the broken belt. This happens with a lot of animatronics from Spirit because the belt that they choose is just relatively weak. But either way, we did get him up and running again. I think that's gonna wrap up this video. So if you guys enjoyed this process of fixing Bog Zombie, consider hitting that like button and subscribe if you want to. It is completely your choice. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.